Hello, everybody. Welcome. Oh, there. Welcome to everyone in here. Good to see you all. Let me bring the music down a little bit. There we go. That should do it. Welcome, everybody.
Hello. We missed you.
It's great to see. Actually, I'm going to say it right now. You guys are a sight for sore eyes. So,
although we can't see you.
yes, knowing you guys are here, it is a relief. It's been an interesting couple of days, to say the least. So, actually, meaning that we're seeing you here now from our place is kind of a good thing. It's a bit of, okay, well, I guess the worst is over. So, we all miss Ben and Bree.
Now,
you
let's
guys,
say hi to everybody first, because, they came in here
that's right.
last minute. Summoned on for our live stream. We just literally came through the door, and, we missed you so much, we needed to go live, right?
That's right, guys. Just I wanted to check in for a little bit. We won't be too long tonight, for a little bit. If you guys can tweet it out and that would really help. There was nothing really set up, so I'll get into why the thumbnail. There's a whole pile of stuff fall into place of why we are where we are. But that's right. I want to say Xenia's right. Welcome everybody. Yes, we missed you all. Thank you everybody for all the happy Thanksgiving and that. It is truly appreciated. And all our fellow Canadians in here, hope you had a fantastic, Jenny O'Brien, hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving as well. Anybody who doesn't know, Canada's Thanksgiving, of course, as you can see by now, is a couple of weeks earlier than in the U.S. The furthest I've been able to find out about it all is just because what I thought of frigidly. Temperature, colder up here, earlier harvest, so on and so forth. So nonetheless, though, it was an interesting trip. Hope not to have one like that ever again.
No.
And then some. But first of all, welcome to all of you guys. I'm going to just start calling out some names here. Metro Drones, welcome. How are you? We have Nikki D. Sings. We have Food Galore Meco. We have Go Fish Office. Nay Bull is in here from the shores of France. We have Casey Green. We have LMR Collins 1966. I'm so sorry. Terrell's Artwork Channel. Folks, our very first wrench we ever had was from Terrell. Expedition. Oh, okay, give it to him. Give it. I knew it was going to come quick.
Super Sticker Super Chat. Expedition. Greg, thank you so much. See, I'm not even rusted.
I'm surprised she had the energy for it, to be perfectly honest.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, because, yes. Yeah. We'll get into that story in a second. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah. Can I ask you something? I need help, everyone. Oh, no. That's not what we're here to discuss tonight. Sorry. We talk about things on Tech Talk Tuesday, usually, where we go into more detail about that. Sorry. Scully's House of Thrillers. How are you? Great to see you. Trance Jedi. How are you? Insight Weather. Welcome. Again, understandable. No worries about that. Yeah, we haven't had a very good couple of days. It's great to see you, though. Lipstick Chick, Grant McIntosh, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you guys are doing great. Christy ASMR, Fugel, Ben and Bree. God, the good one. I'm sorry, it's so bad tonight. I can't even. I'm ribbing your. You're running the gin. You go for it. You have my share, my friend.
Yeah. Gin and then some.
Yeah, Tree Trimmer, Tree Trimmer 82, welcome. Travel Mischief, welcome. Who else am I missing? Carolina Diamond, welcome. Great to have you in here. BLT Gamers. I'm just looking to see people I might have missed. I'm sorry, guys. We weren't even going to go on tonight, and I'm going to go and check out the list. I'm definitely going to give everybody a call out. 2019 years I've been waiting for my Pusa Studios interview now. Yes. I don't know if we're big enough to handle God. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm sure a couple times this weekend you probably heard me use your name in vain, so my deepest apologies if you did.
Yes, that's true.
So, once again, guys, if you can just hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends. Jackie O'Rourke's in here, another fellow Canadian. Happy belated Thanksgiving to you. Hope you had a great one with family and friends. Xenia's touched base a little bit on Twitter and stuff like that. I completely checked out onto everything. It was just too much. Jalen XX, welcome. BioLife, welcome. CSXNS Train Videos, welcome. Cannonball Repair, what's up with you? What's up with us? Oh, we're just on for a little while. Want to just touch base with you guys. Thank you guys once again. So many people, nice comments through Twitter, through Facebook, through YouTube, everything. You guys are really awesome.
We hope if you were celebrating Thanksgiving in Canada, that was going much better for you than it was for us. And if you're still waiting for your Thanksgiving in the U.S., well, we really hope that it doesn't go on our scenario. Yeah. Definitely. We'll let you know what happened. We were off a little bit here and there, but life just sometimes takes it over.
That's right.
That's right. Lightning Judy. Tuesday Tech Talk is when you can ask all the questions about the channels in general, and definitely check it out.
But we don't go too deep into an individual case. We can take like a question or two.
And we have Hillbilly Raid, Easy Way Vlogs, hello, and Midwest Flesh Urbex is here as well from the Raid.
Oh my God, stop dropping
Ethan,
some wrenches.
And stuff, hello, as well. And Super Sticker Super Chat for Expedition Greg. Thumbs up. Thank you so much getting me warming up for this live stream and for being back. Good to be back. Embrace Outdoors, hello, how are you? Good to see you. Carolina Diamond, thank you so much.
Welcome from the Raid. Great to have all you guys in here. Some great channels. It's a pleasure to meet you all. If it's your first time, it's just great to see you all. It's not our usual type of show, I'll warn you right now. I hope you just came back from our supposedly Thanksgiving holidays. Didn't quite go quite as planned, and that's, I think, as big an understatement as I can possibly make. So, I think first I'm going to start by saying hi to everybody. We'll get an echo raid. Let's
get into the routine of things. Yes, Expedition Greg, thank you so much. It was long overdue. Thank you. Queen Helen Casey is here, and Meryl Mary as well. Live as Tasha here as well. And Carolina awesome. Diamond, don't worry about that. You're going to get your blue wrench as well. It is not as bad as it is philosophy here. See, I still remember stuff. Even after a couple of days off.
Better than me. Beyond Trees, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Miss Kitty, how are you? Brent Ariels, welcome back to another fellow Canadian. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend. Go Fish Office, love to you as well. Much love. Hope you're doing fantastic. BLT Gamers, everyone's awesome at Pusa Chat. That's because you guys are all awesome. Scrapping Irish, big hello across the pond, my friend. Ethan, how you guys been? Oh, we're going to get into that in just a second, but it's great to see you.
Oh, yeah. Get your
Ricky
coffee ready.
Dove.
It's going to be a story time of a century.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
That's right. Yeah. We don't.
Karanda P, hello. New to the live stream. Well, welcome here. Welcome. And hello. Patricia Gallant and Mommy Michelle. Hello. How are you? Chris Horror, hi.
Hey, how are you? How are you? Zod, Dagon Hills, how are you? And we also have Ardeline, hope I'm pronouncing it properly. Ardeline Verdita, welcome. I think you've been here before, right? Name's familiar. See, she remembers better than I do. She got a couple of years on. I got a couple of years on her, I should say, so she remembers. Thames World, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Queen Helen Casey, sorry your vacation didn't go as planned. Well, I mean, that happens. It just was a lot of things. It was like the perfect storm. It was quite it's quite a timeline, I must say. Dave Booth, how are you? Great to see you. Patches and Potholes, how are you? Oh, that's okay. WJ Auto Works is in the house. You're back. Yeah, we just made it back a little while ago. Friend of mine, I had to call on him for a little bit of mechanical advice. That's right. Gil Skills, how are you? Welcome. Thank you so very much. Do appreciate it. Life is Tasha, how are you? Miss Fulton Mraz, welcome. Condra P, welcome. I'm going to make sure I got everybody here. My analytics looks so crazy. Iron Man, what's going on? I'm so appreciative of the show, believe me. Blue Line looks like Freddie Mercury.
Yes. Well, we're going to be back to our regular programming. As always, we're back, and we're going to be back to what we usually do, but not today. Today is a little bit of a story time, and kind of saying hello to you guys. We're literally just through the door after, 10-hour trip?
Yeah, longer than 10. Longer than 10 when you count it more and stuff. Anyways, we'll get to that in a second. I'm going to throw on some echo here. I'm going to try my best, guys, to give you that. Already, guys, Saturday night, live at the Atlanta Speedway type of talk. I'm going to welcome you all with that rockstar welcome, because you guys are always, guys, even in story time, even though we're talking a little bit about us tonight, you guys are always the stars of the show. I want to give a great big hello to WJ Auto Works in the house. Tree Trimmer 82 in the house. We got Trees, it just jumped on me again. We have Trans Jedi in the house. We got TR90X in the house. We've got Tim's Brew in the house. We got the Smith's Hustle in the house. We got the Cobra Roll in the house. We have the American Wanderer in the house. We have Thames World in the house. We have Terrell's Artwork Channel, our original wrench. We have Tennessee Kim in the house. We have Tamara, oh my God, it's jumping like popcorn. Oh, I hate this new feature. I hate it. Tamara Magdalene in the house. We have stop jumping. Sunrise to Sunset RV in the house. We have Scully's House of Thrillers in the house. We have Scrappin' Irish in the house. Ricky Dove in the house. Queen Helen Casey in the house. Pusa Studios, never heard of her. Premier Helen in the house. How are you? Great to see you. We have Patricia Gallant in the house. We have Patches and Potholes in the house. We got Nabul in the house. We got Nadia Hamoud in the house. We got Mummy Michelle in the house. We got Mr. Fulton Mraz in the house. We got Ms. Ryder Die in the house. We got Miss Kitty 506 in the house. We got Midwest Flesh Uber X in the house. We have Michelle May B Zesty Girl in the house that keeps jumping around. We got Metro Drones in the house. We have, oh my God, this is harder than ever. Merrily Mary in the house. We have Mama Taos in the house. We have, oh my God, Lipstick, there I got it, yeah, Lipstick Living by Dream in the house. We have Lightning Judy 2019 in the house. We have Lifestyle Adventures with Ben in the house. We have Life is Tash in the house. We have Casey Green in the house. We have Justin and Christine's RV Van Life in the house. Another fellow Canadians. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving weekend. We have JM Moving Pictures in the house. We got Jenny O'Brien in the house. We got Jackson RC Aviation in the house. We got Iron Man 245 in the house. Iceman Gord in the house. We have Homestead Dreaming in the house. We got Go Ambiguous in the house. We got Go Fish Office in the house. We got Gill Skills in the house. We got Ghost Pirate in the house. We got Ghana in the house. We have Food Galore Mako in the house. We have Expedition Greg in the house. This thing is jumping like wildfire. We have Ethan in the house. We have Dwayne Waldka. I never know if I'm pronouncing it properly, but welcome once again. Destination Chronicles in the house. We have Desert Pours in the house. We have Dave Booth in the house. We have Dagon Hills in the house. We have Conandra P in the house. We have Chris Horror in the house. We have Carolina Sky Astronomy in the house. We have Carolina Hillbilly 1961. How are you, my friend, in the house? We have Carolina Diamond in the house. We have Carolina Auditor in the house. We have BLT Gamer in the house. We have BioLife in the house. We have Beyond Trees in the house. We have Better Days in the house. We have Ben and Bree in the house. We have Art Code Drone Solution in the house. And we have Arlene Verdita in the house. Welcome to each and one of you guys. I know some were missed. Please say hi. Highlight her name, and Xendia's going to say hi to you because I need a break.
Did you get them all? I don't know.
I know. We're jumping like crazy. Yeah.
Hello, Embrace the Outdoors is here. How are you guys? Well, we'll get into that just in a couple of minutes. Spammy, hello, how are you? Thank you so much, Expedition Grad, of course. Beyond Trees, what color is this house? It's a huge house. We see the black and red here, but maybe you see it white. Who knows? Who knows? And a lot of blue.
The Farming Life, thank you so very much. Great to see you, my friend. I've been wanting to binge. I got to binge. I got to get caught up.
Yes, definitely. We're going to caught up on all the videos and amazing things you have guys been doing throughout this weekend here. That's definitely looking forward to it as well. I've been peeking through a little bit, but not too much due to what happened. Hey, hello. Well, as always, let us know where are you from. We are in Montreal, thankfully.
Thankfully, I kissed the ground.
We are in Montreal right now. We're back from out east. We're back here in Montreal. Where are you from? Let us know, and we'll shout you out as well. And then we'll get back into this epic fail story that we have to tell you. Are you guys getting ready for cold weather? Yeah, it is quite cold today already, but beautiful nevertheless outside. Today was a beautiful day outside, weather-wise. Yeah. If anything else, these delicious bites. Hello, how are you, Brock? Next. Did someone say free pizza? Aloha. Good to see you.
Good to see you, my friend.
We love Swimsy here as well. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Spammy's in England.
Spammy. How are you? Hi, what's going on?
Welcome. England, we have Texas, and we have Alaska, of course, Pittsburgh, and Kentucky, and Texas, and Maryland, and Brantford, Ontario, Missouri, South Carolina, Canada, Ontario, Canada, all lightning duties from Canada as well. Southern California, Florida, Sunshine, Indiana, Toronto area for Patricia Gallant here, and New Brunswick, Canada. Oh, did we went to that too today? I don't know.
Today, yeah.
Today we went through New Brunswick. Yep. Carolina Sky Astronomy, North Carolina is here, of course, and 90 degrees in California. Ooh, West Central is chilly, BioLife says. Yes, it is. And I bet it's warmer in Alaska, the same as it was last year.
It always is.
I'm going to keep teasing you in that one.
Texas born and raised for Tree Trimmer 82.
Lots of people from England, Texas, and California.
Birmingham, England for the Cobra Roll. Great to see you as well, by the way. Like I say, guys, if we missed your name, just let us know. We definitely don't want to miss anyone. Just say a big hello, highlight our name, and we'll catch you. Great to have you all in here, guys. We passed through today through Campbellton, New Brunswick, all the way through St. Leonard, and then back over through Edmonton, New Brunswick, which is above Maine, where Gilskills hails from, I guess would be the word to use. It was an interesting trip. Gemini Beauty, how are you? Fantastic to see you. Really nice to see you guys. Man, is it ever great to see you guys. Appreciate you all in here. Patricia Gallant, my husband is from PEI. Oh, we love Prince Edward Island.
PEI, yeah.
One of the most beautiful. If anybody ever gets to see it, it's the smallest province in Canada, and it's called the birthplace of Canada. It's where the first the first agreement was signed to bring provinces together.
Potatoes come from there, and the red sands of the beaches.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. It's the red beaches are amazing. That's anybody who's ever heard of the book Anna Green Gables, that's where it hails from. And the
Flawless DIYs with Ash. Hello and welcome here. Unicorns are always welcomed here. We love unicorns. In fact, I have my trendy unicorn hat here as well. Didn't forget it where we came from, so that's good. At least something is working.
Oh, Mr. Skinny, no worries. I'm just sorry you had trouble with that. No worries. We haven't been on since last Thursday was our last one we were on.
Yes.
The Psycho Ducky, South Windsor, Sydney, Australia. Wow. People were all over. Lady in the Woods. Oh, missed you as well. Coffee Outdoors. How are you? It's fantastic to see you
time
guys.
for coffee. That's right.
Yeah.
Hot. Look how it's steaming.
It's so great. It is actually, guys. When I said at the beginning, like a sight for sore eyes, I'm not joking. Montreal, you guys, a little bit of normal life right now feels fantastic.
BLT Gamer says, I've been watching Pusa Studios for a year today. Well, congratulations on a year anniversary of watching Pusa Studios. Put that selfie out there if you can. Hashtag Blue Range Group. Mention that. We'll tweet it out.
That's
retweet it. Your anniversary of watching Pusa Studios.
There you go, guys. Yeah, a selfie of you watching us. You can do the selfie of you, and we'll choose a couple after and put them up. So there you go, guys. Just make sure to use the hashtag Blue Wrench Group so us and everybody can find you. While you're over there, make sure if you follow us on Twitter as well, and let us know so we can check you out as well. Feels like it's been forever since Sterling Silver.
Right. It feels for me too that it has been more time. It feels like YouTube is always dog years. That's for sure.
Lifestyle Adventures with Ben. It was my birthday on the 15th. I'm now 20, no longer a teenage. No longer a teen. It does fly by fast. It does.
Cookie News here as well. Goldfish Office. Yes.
Guys.
Mr. Fulton Mraz. New movie of Disney, Frozen. Oh, whoa. I thought it's only coming out in November. My God. Our daughter's looking for that too. Looking forward to it.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. I'm just moving things around.
And Green Gables. Yes, and Muscles from PI, of course. How could we forget that?
How could we forget?
The Dragon Lady, hello, how are you? Good to see you. I think it's been there for a year too. Yes, Queen Helen Casey.
Sonia's World, glad to see you back. It's great to see you guys. It's great to see you guys, all of you. Life with Domo as well. How are you? Welcome to. Great to see you. Guys, if you've not hit the like button, please do. It really does help a lot. It really does. Larry Johnson's in the house. There he is, my favorite porn star name of the 70s guy.
My. Beep, beep.
No, Xenia. Why does he like when I say that? Tell everybody. I want you to tell.
Well, because it gets attention to his channel name, and everybody starts looking, who is it, and is he actually about that or something else?
Yeah, she told me not to say it, and
I'll tell you what he's about.
Well for him,
Go check it out. Ray the Fam is here as well. Hello, good to see you too.
Hey there,
Michelle May, be zesty girl. Oh, loving your video. I've been thinking that all weekend about your video, Michelle.
Farming our backyard. I thought I had missed you guys going live. Instead, you haven't. No, we haven't been on since last week. We were gone. It was Canadian Thanksgiving last weekend, and my parents live 850 kilometers away, and I think it's just about time to get into it. We'll tell you guys a little tale of how an interesting trip it was.
And Michelle was saying that Instagram photos were stunning. Well, I wish we could have shared more of that beauty as we promised last Thursday when we last seen you. But this is what happened. And Andrew's going to tell you a story, so get your coffee ready.
Art and Tarot by D, how are you? Great to see you. And Robert Johnson, hi, how are you? Great to see all you guys. Once again, guys, if you can hit the like button, tweet it out, tell friends, that would really, really help us out a lot. And while you're listening, if you want to get a little more exposure for your channel, put up your selfie, a selfie of you watching us. You can't do that, a selfie of you. Upload it to Twitter. Just make sure to use the hashtag Blue Orange Group so us and everybody can see you. Strung Out Outdoors, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. Once again, my apologies. I missed your message this weekend. Thank you for your understanding. T and Andy. Hey everyone, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you guys had a great long weekend. T and Andy, thank you very much. Thank you so much. It was interesting. Mr. Fulton Mraz, today is me and my girlfriend's 10th anniversary. Well, happy anniversary to you guys.
Happy anniversary. And Life with Domo is under review for monetization. Congratulations on that too.
yes, Premier Hell. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of curious where this is going to go. We'll see. Lena Music, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. Great to see all you guys. Kate, Carp Diem, RV Style as well. So many great channels, guys. It's a pleasure to have you all in here. Alrighty, guys. No time like the present. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I have to go now when you get...
Well, check out any of our other live streams and check out our schedule. Definitely.
We're
And Strung Out Outdoors is here, says no need to apologize.
I think sometimes I should I think I should be a remote control. We should be remote controls. Fix this for me. Do this for me.
Well, I feel like everything and
Push a
that
button.
as well.
Push a button. Push a button. Do
This
it.
weekend.
Do it. There's nobody else in the
life.
chat. Just do it.
From life. That's how it felt through the weekend.
The Bernard Chicken, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Life with Liz, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. We were just going to talk. I don't know if you guys joined us last Thursday. We had our wheel like we usually do in the afternoon, and then at night we came on to tell you guys we had to leave a little bit early. So I'm going to bring this down just a little bit.
By the way, that video is attached up above in that little eye link if you missed that.
There you go. Exactly. So we go on that night and we say that we have to leave early. Why? Because here, just to put it in perspective, where are we? Really? I forgot to shut the music off here and set the wrong one. All right. And there. See, guys, we were not set up for anything. I kid you not. So this was our trip we have to do. This is roughly, of course, I'll never put the exact part, but this is roughly where I grew up. Hey there, Paul Murray. How are you?
By the way, if you can't see, he's pointing at the map right now.
Yeah. They can see him up there. They know what I'm doing.
Paul Murray, good to see you.
You know how you were dancing around me all weekend because you were terrified because I was in such a bad mood? Probably still good here on the side of caution on this.
Okay.
So, that said.
Don't play with fire, guys.
Yeah.
Playworthy, hello. Coco J, hi.
So we came on, we said we were leaving, and this was the journey we had to do. It's about 8 and a half hours, as you can see. So we left, and we drove all night, and we actually had a really great trip. No cars. That's why I like traveling at night, because the kids sleep. I get left alone. I get to just do what I got to do, and we're good with it. We drive all the way along through beautiful scenery, lovely scenery. Then we come down to this part here. I'm going to just zoom in a little bit. And we get to this bizarre ass named town. I know it very well. I've driven through these roads thousands of times growing up. And I was a truck driver and all that stuff. So I passed.
I'm sorry, it's Nomad and Broken Raid. I got to interrupt you.
Okay.
Nomad and Broken Raid. Hello, everybody from Nomad and Broken.
Welcome. Great to see you. I feel so bad for you guys because it's not our usual type of show. We look like death warmed over.
Well, speak about yourself, you know.
Yes, you look fantastic. You do.
Thank you.
I'm basking in the ray that you're shining off, like I said.
Well. Okay, so excuse me. I just had to shout it out, Nomadic.
Thank you so much, Nomadic Bike. Do appreciate it. You are so good to us, my friend, and it's so great to see her. And you're another one that we've seen at the end. This is what we were just explaining, why we couldn't do a lot of the things we were going to do, and including even go on, because we had talked. We wanted to go live while we were down there. The scenery was spectacular, by the way. Leaves were actually in good shape. So, fast forward, we get down to here, and we're at this town called Kosopskal, if you want to say it in French, the proper way. So we're there at 2:30 in the morning, roughly. It's a real dinky ass like the highway runs right through the town, very windy roads, very narrow. This, of course, I landed right in the middle of one that's not so bad. But you run into pulp trucks all the time, hauling pulp wood, if somebody doesn't know what that means. And it's just windy. Well, we wound up in windy, all right. We came around a turn, and here was a pulp truck coming the other way with his duals, his tires and everything, on my side of the road on an already narrow road. So I got to swerve over a bit so he doesn't hit me. They were doing construction. All of a sudden, my wheel goes down on my front passenger side. And we hear a bit bang. And Xenia jumps up screaming, and so does my daughter. And what had happened was somebody had never put back the manhole cover properly. So my wheel went down inside, hit the manhole cover. The manhole cover come up and hit us on the underneath of the engine. Drove us up in the air. So we're still swerving from this pulp truck coming. So now we've hit that, and that kind of peaks us more. There's not much room on the side of the shoulder before we hit the side of the railings with the car. kids all in it and everything. Like I say, it's about 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, it was pitch dark. My heart went into my
foggy.
feet. I couldn't see nothing. There was awful sound. Like, I thought that we crashed into somebody. That's exactly what went through that millisecond in my head.
Because what happened was the manhole cover was enough when the wheel went down to press it against the edge that it actually lifted the car up a bit. So I lost tire grip on that side. So that's what kind of spun me more towards the guardrail. And by every grace of everything that's unbelievable, we got to the side of the road without hitting it. So, we finally get stopped, and I get out and look, and there's no damage. Well, I found out afterwards there was damage, but bumper wasn't touched. The whole thing was because it went under, and it was only once the wheel hit it that it hit. So then we have to call the cops, and the cops can't find where we are. And I'm telling them, we pretty much almost had to go to GPS coordinates. Like, I called through 911. I don't know the local police stations there. So they finally come and they throw back on. And in the meantime, remember, people kept running over this manhole cover, even though I'm pointing to people not to hit it. I grew up with a bunch. See, people think there's only the redneck term applies in the States somewhere. Believe you me, we've got redneck down there.
Well, this guy's in the middle of the road in a pitch dark, trying to figure out what did we hit to begin with first. And the cars just kept driving. Nobody even stopped.
The pulp trucks passing.
The pulp trucks was passing you in the middle of the road. Like, I was terrified they were going to hit you because it was so pitch dark, I couldn't see a thing.
So we finally get it all sorted out. And he's like, well, we're not going to write a report. There's nothing broken. I said, well, you know what insurance is like. If I do notice something tomorrow, it's dark. I've been looking down. I don't see any oil. I can't get underneath. New cars, of course. You know what they're like to try and get under. So that's all settled. He's not right when he gives me the phone number and the post. See, I'm talking more French now than English. The extension to call. So then we get home. Car seems fine. Relieved. Go to bed. My father wakes me up a couple hours. Like, you better go and look at your car. I go and look underneath. Of course, there's oil. So of course I think the oil pan, right? Finally, we get it down to my friend's garage. Put it up on the hoist. We look underneath. Well, Nissan Muranos have 2 oil pans, an upper and a lower. And it can't be the lower, which could be fixed, within a day or so. It is the upper one. And then we look it up in the system. It's 13 hours of labor just to change that oil pan alone. Plus now the wide joint going up in the manifold for the exhaust is turned up. So now it's turned into an insurance job at this point, because there's probably even more damage underneath that I couldn't see.
Now, remember, it's a Thanksgiving weekend. It's a long weekend, and we are 8-9 hours away from our home.
Yeah.
With kids.
Almost all residential. Like, that's why I say it was a big deal when we hit 10,000, because the big town around where I grew up, New Richmond, has 3,400. And that's when things were booming in a pulp town. So, it's a big number. So, for me. So, now we call the insurance and we get through, and they're like, well, of course, it's a long weekend, everything's going to be closed and that. So they say, well, we're going to rent you a car and get you a tow truck. Well, they can't get me a tow truck nowhere. So then they tell me that that's just a courtesy they offer. They don't really look after that too much. So now it's my job to find a tow truck, pay them, and they'll pay me back. Well, it's not the money issue is the problem. The problem is, who do you get? So then they start getting me a car. Now remember, we'll say the town New Richmond I'm at, just for argument's sake, and I live up here, so whatever car they rent me, I got to be able to bring it up and do that. So they call and they rent me a car, and the guy calls me, and the car they rented me was up here in Montreal. I told the gentleman I'm not in Montreal. I'm 850 kilometers away from there, so it's not much good to me, is it? So they hung up. So I called back the insurance. They said, well, that's not right. I agreed with them after an hour. So they rented me another car. Who wants to guess where the next car was coming from? If you guessed Montreal, you're correct. So that's 2 cars that I can't use booked 850 kilometers away from me. So finally I called back, and I was getting a little antsy, and I asked them what kind of, when I talk, if they hear squeaking noises, mimicking some bird or something like that, because they're definitely not hearing me when I talk English. So it ends up, they finally get it all straightened out, and now they understand that I need a car to rent where I actually broke down. So that's fine. Now they're going to get me one where I broke down. They call up the place, and I kid you not, nobody answered the phone. Then I call back an hour later. They finally got somebody on the phone, and they said, oh, well, we spoke to them. They don't have any cars, and they don't know when they're going to get more. So now that's out of the question. So now there's no car, no tow truck, and all that stuff. Oh, I'll get into that one, Patricia. Go on. I'll get into that one. So yeah, this has gone on a couple times. So now we have nothing. So I called CAA, and in the States it's AAA. So I called them and I said, well, you have a premium package. You'll tow it 500 kilometers for $189. Oh, yes, sir. Great. Because the other ones, you can buy it right on the spot, up to 160 kilometers. They tow it right like you just buy it and then they send a tow truck. Oh, yeah, we offer it. But that's unfortunately the only one we have an ironclad policy. You have to wait 7 days after you purchase it to be able to use it. So that's no good. Now, my father's going moose hunting, and I know not everybody's into hunting, but that's something my dad and I grew up together, and I've been wanting to go for a decade, and I was really wanting to go this year with him. He's getting a little bit older. I was going to surprise him and try and work it out, but it didn't work out already. But now he's going to leave in a couple of days to go there. If we need to take the train, we would need to drive 90 kilometers to get to the New Brunswick, the next province over, to catch a train because there's no train service there right now.
They closed the train service there years ago. Yeah. So now it's an hour away. Even to get there, you need somebody to drive.
So I have to get this all done, and it's a 3-day long weekend, and of course they're not working. So we're rushing around, stressing. Then they finally said they were going to have somebody. They promised me the adjuster would come and see my car Tuesday because I said I put it on the lift. I know where the hole is. We can patch it for $10 with some cold weld, and I can get it to Montreal, and that saves me and all of them a lot of misery. Oh, they didn't know if it was right, but then finally they agreed to send an adjuster. First she'd call, and then she'd come. So we're going to put that to bed for now. Don't forget about that part because we're going to get back to it. Now, you remember we have a house down there, and we've got contractors working on it. We rent it out. We're not there. It's a long ways away. The contractors they did a week's work, and then they had another job that they went and did for somebody else, and they haven't been back for over a week. So in the meantime, one of the guys was supposed to do, we got a bunch of gyprock done. We got 105 sheets of gyprock done, but the guy doesn't want to do the joists, the joints for the plastering. So now I have nobody to plaster. It's a hard thing to find. So I finally found a guy who was going to agree to do it, but I have no idea what he's going to charge. And then we go down. I got to take care of all this. So this is all in a mess between taking care of that and trying to get that done. Then I get some prices for everything, and I take a couple of coronaries, and after I'm brought back from that.
Well, especially because we didn't know if the insurance is going to cover the car or not. The contractors bailed on us in the middle of the job. They haven't finished at the same time. We don't have anything to drive.
Our tenants are living in a place right now where their living room, dining room, and ceiling in one bedroom fully, and the other one about is not touched yet. Is just nothing but sheetrock with no joists into it.
That's right.
It's no lights hanging into it.
And we don't have a car to drive. We still don't know what is going to go on with the car because it's a long weekend. Nobody's answering, right? It's 3 days of not knowing if we ever going to get back home this week, Yeah. But then that wasn't it.
No. You'd think that would be it.
No.
You think that would be it.
No.
So this is all on Friday. This is our first day there.
Yeah. That's only one day, guys. Yeah. That's only one day.
So then all of a sudden the next day it's time to start trying to take care of some things that I can. Okay, the car can't do nothing till Tuesday. Okay, let's get back on the house thing and that. So I start trying to work all this thing out, running around, getting people, because I only have a short amount of time, and I got to try and get the kids back to the house and school, etc., and stuff like that.
Yeah, because it's not it's only one day off on Monday only, and that's it.
So, with that said, I go back to see my tenants, and I'm trying to work it out, and I'm running around, and I start feeling very woozy, and I start getting very sweaty. And very I even noticed my balance kind of getting off a little bit and stuff like that. Little things here and there. Nah, I'm just tired. I'm just this. I'm just that. You'd think. No. The weekend was not bad enough. Then I come down with an infection in my body. A nice infection. Remember, this is also Thanksgiving weekend, and my sister and I, it's the only time of the year that we're home together is this time, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
No, infection. You were heating up like crazy. Friday night, you were like burning up.
2 days in bed. 2 days in bed, high fever, shaking like a leaf, missed Thanksgiving supper, basically. I went down to eat a little bit just because to say I did it with my kids and, well, with the family, I should say. Yeah, so I'm completely now, I'm pretty much out of commission.
Yeah, that's high blood pressure. Yeah, I thought about that too, that just was coming out into the fever. Yeah. Hot and cold, sweating, hot, 4 blankets on top. And it wasn't the flu. That's for sure. It was no running nose, nothing like that. I don't know what was it, but for 2 days he was out.
I haven't been that sick in a long time. And I'm still going to get to that part because, so to go to the hospital there and go through all that stuff when it's already been going bad enough, I'm like, I'm not doing it. There's no way I'm spending now a day up there waiting to be seen through it all. It's a long weekend, half the doctors off and nurses and stuff. So I got some good family that let me borrow a little bit of their antibiotics, and that was a lifesaver. So I got a little bit, enough to try and fight it some, and started coming out of it. Still can't eat or anything, but at least not looking like I just came off of a methadone clinic. And it was unsightly, let's just say. So finally start getting that, and I'm like, there, now I got 1 day to try and be semi-normal with Ebola. Yeah, about the size of it. Yeah.
It was the body saying, that's it. That's enough stress for 1 day.
Yeah.
Enough for a whole life.
Yeah. It was just long enough to say, guess what's coming? A relapse. Did you think that was going to be over yet? No, sir. The fever came back with a vengeance on that. So I got about a good half a day to get the other stuff done that I had to try to do. Finally got some things lined up. Had to cut back on the projects we had to do in the house just to be able to get this finished so I could at least deal with what's done. Try and make the place look like a house again and not like some shack. So this is all finished. I call the insurance company. I call the insurance company, and they don't have a damn thing set up. Nothing. They even had half of what we agreed to on Friday after that disaster was lost. So I'm like, okay, we're going to go through this again, are we? I said, listen, that's it. Send the adjuster to my house. We'll go through it. And I just need an okay to patch it, and I'm gone. And it'll make your life easier, my life easier. He has tried for days without the car, blah, 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 blah. No problem, sir. The insurance adjuster's calling you Tuesday morning. High priority. I guarantee it. No, they're not. I call... a bit in a rage Tuesday morning after I haven't heard from her a bit, and it's because she's in phone conversation till 11:30 before she can even start taking the phone calls she got.
She didn't get the part that it was emergency.
Oh no, because this will be the icing on the cake. This will be the icing on the cake.
Now remember, we're 8 hours away from Montreal, yeah?
Yeah. So here it is in a nutshell. You guys seen the map a while ago. You see what I was talking about the distance and that. So this adjuster that they were going to send to me that morning that they promised me was coming, I called at noon and I lost it. I said, I have house insurance with you guys, rental insurance with you guys. I have car insurance with you guys. And you have done nothing for me. You have made it miserable. I've had to do all the legwork, and even that hasn't worked out. And I said, that's it. I said, I'm going. There's a bank here in Quebec called Desjardins. I said, I'm going to see them, and I'm pulling my accounts. All of them. Every one of them. I don't want to ever deal with these again. I said, this is it. I'm finished. I said, all I need is an okay, and to have somebody have to come and tell me that it's okay to put a patch. I mean, let's talk about, I live in the city, but I did grow up, we didn't have a farm, but a farm boy for lack of a better term. If I'll put that on myself. I'd even bought it already. But I said, if I need somebody to come and tell me that it's okay to do it, I said, this, and wait like this, you treated us like garbage. You left us high and dry. Thank God we're at our parents and not somewhere stranded in the middle of the road.
Yes, it's the only good part of it.
We would have been 3 days without anything if it hadn't been for that. So finally, all of a sudden, they found a way to make things work. And all of a sudden, it was okay. And all of a sudden, I didn't need to see the insurance adjuster. She gave me the go-ahead, and they did send it to me. I had full okay as long as I took it to a garage to get it patched because they needed proof of it. They'd even pay for it. I could bring it back to Montreal and that way have it fixed here and that. Good. Done. I get a call from this adjuster that was supposed to see me. She said her name. I said, oh, that's okay. We've taken care of it already. You don't have to come. So she said, oh, okay. No, I wanted to ask you some questions. And I said, I had taken it to my friends. I call it Bobby's Garage. I said, you know the town in Richmond? And she's like, no. And I said, well, you know, down where you were going to come to my parents' place, like, you know, past there. She's like, oh, no, I wouldn't be coming. I'm in Montreal.
So they sent us insurance adjuster from Montreal. We are 8 hours away from here.
I guess she was going to do an 8.5 hour trip to come and look at my car to tell me if there was going to be a patch onto it. So, you know, if you ever wonder where your premium money's going, it's to pay her to drive almost 700 miles back and forth. So,
yeah.
You see, learning new things all the time.
I think they still don't understand that we were not in Montreal.
No.
I'm quite sure they don't get that we were not in Montreal.
You see, you guys understand me, but I think for them, they hear me as dolphin sounds or something like that. Like, you know, it's definitely not human. I'm doing something wrong.
Well, they sent two rental cars from Montreal, 8 hours away, and insurance adjuster 8 hours away. Like,
yep.
What?
It was the most insane thing. I'm like, I can't believe I'm part of this conversation. I cannot believe I'm part of what's going on here. It's that stupid. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, that's right. That's right, Gothic Road. If anybody thinks they haven't heard it right, you heard it right.
We would still be waiting.
Yep.
I don't know for what though, but.
Yep.
And then on top of that, they said that we would have to pay like 75 cents for the rental. Remember that?
Yeah, for the return fee. So if I rented the car in this town in Richmond, no, actually it would have been Carleton, would have been the closest one. I would have had to return it in Montreal, and it would have cost me 75 cents a kilometer at roughly 850 kilometers.
Nice rental for a day for $800.
Yep. And they told me that was covered, by the way, at first, and they.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tree Trimmer. The worst part is, luckily, we didn't spin out when we hit that manhole cover when it come up and hit us, because it turned us. It's a narrow road, pulp truck coming.
Oh yeah,
his duals. If anybody knows from trucks, the duals were all on our side, and it's a narrow road, so we only had a couple of feet in each side to either spin out and go right into his trailer or take out a guardrail.
I mean, really, as bad as it was, that one, that second that we didn't spin into the truck was thankfully on a good side, because it could have been much worse, all of this.
Because it lifts you up a bit. That's why when it pried and it went up and hit the Y pipe and pushed up into the upper oil pan, that's what made us jerk. So,
yep.
I guess it's just the luck of the Irish for it, whatever you want to call it. So we had to bring the car back today, but I had to keep checking the oil all the time to make sure, just to make sure that patch was holding and everything. So yeah, we're back, and Rec still not feeling the best, to be honest. I'm still waiting. That infection's kind of it's going. I mean, I'm not gonna get all drama over it. I mean, we're not dying. We're not in the machines. Just feel like crap. But the main thing is just to see you guys and tell you guys why we haven't been on much this weekend. Literally, it was the worst trip. I've traveled. I did one trip that was 18,500 kilometers in 2 weeks, all over the place. Truck driver, all those things. I don't think there's been one as bad as this one where just nothing. It was that bad. It was that bad that even my freaking phone, you'd think it would be just the USB cable that would go. What went this morning on me? This goes. And now I got to go and change the charging port in my phone.
Yeah,
as
the
well.
morning we wake up like at 4:30 to leave, and this guy plugs it in, and no, you can't charge it.
Oh, if you guys didn't hear me cursing from there, wherever you are, I would be very surprised, because it was just like you got. You couldn't.
So now in the morning, his phone was broken and still is, and then it took us more than 8 hours, obviously, to get home, because you had to stop to check
5 times.
Cool down the car, check the oil, if everything is fine, if it's safe. So it took forever to get back, which already is a long drive to begin with at the best of times.
Anybody's ever used cold weld? I know what you're going to say. Once it's bonded, you can drill through it, and that I know. I just didn't want to stuck again. I was so hell-bound on getting us back. Oh, and as a side note, if I had to have the car fixed down there, I would have to like bring the car up here when the rental run out, and then take something to get back down there to pick it up, 850 kilometers away. They insure their work for life, but they usually don't let you go to another authorized garage if you have problems. So if I had problems with it after they fixed it, I would have to drive all the way back down there to get it checked out. If that's not convenience hell, I don't know what is. That's right.
Nomad Unbroken is asking, is it an LG? No, I have Andrew's old LG.
No, it's a Sam's S8 S8 Plus.
S8, yeah.
Yeah.
And Life with Liz is asking, since it was a manhole, could you have could it take city to the court?
That is a good question. That is a good question. You see, I'm at fault with my insurance unless they can fight and get back my money. But they don't think so because the cities don't like to pay. Mm-hmm. So unless the city decides to pay, I'm at fault.
And Laj says, as our technical person here, he asks to check out the suspension.
Yes, most definitely. I'm definitely getting them check
sure.
out. Yes, most definitely.
Yeah, so now we're back, but the car obviously is still not fixed. So that is going to go on throughout the week. It is the end of the week. And as we all know, Fridays is a short day. So we don't know yet what is going to go on.
Hey there, the Tank RC. How are you? Great to see you. Backwoods Billy Craft Beer Pours. How are you? Well, yeah, like I said, it was story time. And it's
Patreon putting major halt on our
Weekend Warrior Outdoors
projects here at home as well, because obviously we don't have a ride for now. Can't really drive it around till it's fixed. So it's just been one thing after another.
Thank you, Bears and Butters. And you're right, when it rains, it does pour.
Yeah. Weekend Warrior, so good to see you.
Yep. It's like there's almost like something else went wrong and I'm forgetting it, or I'm just in kind of denial mode at this point and don't want to pretend it happened. That's that one. But it is great to see you guys, and we just wanted to tell you guys why we haven't been on as much or answering questions or responding to comments. We really appreciate it, guys.
We promised you to go live from there, and it wasn't possible.
It's my father has 2 vehicles, and my uncle was home, so he was lending him one while he was home. And then he had to take it back because I had none. I felt like crap. And then I don't like using other people's stuff, even my father's, because if something's going to break, it's going to be when I have it. I just don't like using it, even though I grew up there and Furball Kim, how are you? Welcome. Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Now, this is not the first time in chat, Trans Jedi, and there are other people asking too, after all the crap you went through, did you have a good time? Yeah.
Oh, it was a dilly. Oh, thank you, Gil Skills, for the love. Do appreciate it.
Yeah, kids enjoyed their time there with their grandparents, of course. But yeah.
That's a lot of crazy censor to go through. Thames World. Yeah, that's right. Michelle May, no, Pusa, that is enough. Yes, it is enough. Please let it be enough.
Cars can be replaced. Yep. The Cabral says, important thing is you both are safe. No, of course. I mean, if we could have spun out the other way and it would have been much worse. It always can get worse.
I know people are always worried about trucks. I think it's also, too, once you're a truck driver, you know how easy it is for something to happen and you don't even realize you've hit it. Mm-hmm. Puts that extra, when you're on the other side of the car, I don't know if I'm even explaining it right. It's just, you have that understanding of being on the other side when you're driving a truck. You could hit a car and not even know it if you just happen not to be looking out your window, because you won't feel it. Even the trailer, load it with logs, forget it. Wouldn't even have a clue they hit you. Artem Morbid, how are you? Great to see you.
Big Rob is here as well. Did we get to eat a good Thanksgiving
meal?
No,
I sat there shivering with a fever. High fever.
Andrew was sick all throughout the weekend, literally burning up. And
it was awful. I'm sitting there eating, and I got paper towel, and I'm just like, swipe.
Yeah.
Trying to get down a little bit of turkey so I can just say I spent the time with
my mother-in-law, though, she did prepare an amazing Thanksgiving meal for sure. It was there, but we wish we could have enjoyed it better for sure.
Big Rob, how are you? Big Rob, a.k.a. Godfather Scratcher. I always got to say his name. Oh,
Patricia travels to East Coast by WestJet. Yeah, I think it's only... I think it's Canadian. Air Canada only goes there, no? With the Air Jazz to the Bathurst?
Yeah.
Or Moncton?
Well, there's ones that go down that way too, but they're those smaller back ones.
Yeah.
You'd have to take out your lean on your house and give up 2 of your kids to fly, 1 person there.
Andrew, the truck coming another way wasn't Rolf in his high chair, was it? No. Yeah.
Oh, I actually wanted to look this weekend to see if there was any old pictures from when I used to drive. I never took many. I was never a photo person, but I was hoping that maybe there might be 2 or 3 around there in an old photo album, but I don't think so.
Oh, I did take a picture of another picture that I'm gonna dig up through the weekend.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, of Andreas and his mullet.
Oh, I see.
In 1990s.
If you don't stop.
Well, I don't have it on hand now. I will have to post it on Twitter after.
Did you install your windshield wipers onto your glasses? Well, yeah, pretty much like with Liz.
Yeah.
I was one step away from that. Well, BioLife, it's most likely what I've been able to read up onto it is just because our season's earlier. That's the only reason why.
November, everybody's freezing here.
Yeah. There's
No
no harvesting going on. It's snow blowing season. Pusa Studios, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. But my daughter works for them. Oh,
yes.
nice.
Yeah, you get to enjoy the discount on that. That is awesome, though.
Go Fish Office. Take care. Be well. Bye-bye. It was fun. Let's go now. Be well. Thank you so much for coming. It was great to see you.
Pusa Studios, hope your weekend was well.
So, yeah, guys, like I say, it's not our usual show. It was more just kind of come in and see you guys. Do miss you. I hope you know that. We really do. You can't think that 6 nights a week doing this for the length of time that you don't become a part of our lives. I mean, it's a routine, and I'm really disappointed we didn't get to go live a bit down there because the trees were awesome.
Oh, stunning.
Yeah, it was. Usually by the time we get the worst luck for going down, it only takes one wind, and it's a lot of maple down there, so you get so much of the red into it, which makes it so nice. 3B Video, how are you? Great to see you. Great to see you. Oh, thank you, Nomad Unbroken. Yes, Pusa Studios, post the mullet. Thank you so much for sticking up for me once again, Nomad Unbroken. I thought Thanksgiving was only American holiday. Yeah, no, it's Canadian as well.
Well, it's a whole idea of pilgrims,
yes.
Coming over, so.
Exactly. Now, like in Quebec here, a lot of the French don't celebrate it. It's mostly an English holiday, so the English celebrate it in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Some French do, but they don't do it quite the same for the same reason. It's weird, but they do all that stuff on their own. Yeah. Their own plateau or their own dimension, whatever they live in.
Bears and Butter says, you guys were definitely missed on these YouTube streets. So thank you. We definitely missed you guys too. And we wanted to go live, but it was just between everything happening and Andrew getting sick. And on the way back, we wanted to go live, but my phone is not hooked to data. And Andrew's phone couldn't be charged because it broke. And therefore we couldn't go live because we needed a phone in case we break down throughout the way. So we weren't able to go live, unfortunately. Tried to keep up with you as much as possibly could. Did some posts on Twitter and Instagram just to give you a peek, so to say. I'll try to get some pictures together maybe for the Friday's live stream, just so you see a little bit at least.
Much love, Just Customer. See my friend, hope all is well. Thank you so much, Gil Skills. And yes, Queen Ellen Casey as well from us too. Within hiking distances in the house.
Oh my goodness. Hello.
Isn't that a nice surprise? Great to see you. Great to see you.
Canadian Drone Hub is here.
Oh, Roger. I was going to give you a call today when I was passing the exit from your house.
Yeah.
Oh, you can watch the review. I'll give you a call after if you're on. I can tell you what happened. I'll not go through it again. Bait the Hook. How are you? Great to see you. Great to see all you guys. T-Town Gambler. Premier Hell is back, by the way. A while ago, I meant to say hi to you again. Oh, you were listening. Yeah, it was not a great. There was not a lot to be thankful for that weekend. Let's just say.
No.
But in the big picture, we're safe. The main thing is we're back home. We were gonna at one point pretty much be stranded down there, and that wouldn't be good.
Well, because they said that it's gonna take 2 to 3 weeks for Adjuster to actually release the car. I mean, I don't know what we would do. I don't know. I don't know what we would do because it's hard to get out. It's not the main city. It's not really, in the middle of all the infrastructure for buses or trains. So you can't just jump on a train and go. It's more complicated than that. So we would be there still for a good while. That's for sure.
Bryce from New Zealand. How are you? Great to see you. Jimmy, Lou, and Andy too. How are you? Thank you so much. Better days, by the way. And it's awesome to see you. LOL credits for you getting through all that and staying positive and all. Well, I don't know if I was too positive for a while, but yeah.
He's still winding down, so just FYI.
Oh, Debbie McWaters, it's nice to see you. Things always come in threes, so sounds like you're good for a while. Please tell me that is the truth. Because then when that thing went on the phone, I'm like, is it really going to start again? Or am I going into sixes now or doubling up?
Oh, no.
Thank you for the good wishes, and hope you have a good night as well.
Bryce from New Zealand, good morning. And BioLife says you're all blessed. Well, yes, we can be thankful for being alive because it could have been worse. That's for sure.
I'm going to tell you this. I'll say this, and it might come off a bit corny, but, in the end, it is true. When somebody is like, say, we do that a lot of times when we, oh my God, Jeff's customer C fixed.
Oh
no,
my.
No, we're good. That's insurance. You don't have to worry about that.
Thank you so much, though.
No,
Jeff's
thank
customer
you.
C, thank you so much for the super chat.
Very kind of you. You're always good to us. I appreciate it very much.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you. It's very kind of you. Thank you.
We are lucky, and I mean, cars can be fixed, but in the moment, sometimes it does suck. You're working with all these, everything just going wrong. We're human. We always say when somebody's sick and about to pass out, oh, I'm going to live my life better and I'm never going to get out. Life can be hard by times, and it draws all of us down. We all feel that way. But in the end, too, when you look at the bigger scope, when that passes, things are good. And there's lots of things we're thankful for. And I mean, we're lucky to have a car that it needs to be fixed. A lot of people don't have them.
No, for sure. But I just find it was a lot. And I was worried about you, too, because there was so much stress going on at the same time. The construction workers leaving the job, the car, you being sick at the same time. And I'm used to you fixing everything. And you did. I mean, we're here. You did fix it, and we are here. But, I was worried about your health because it was just so stressful.
Oh, that's what cursing's for. Get through it. That traveling Shintas, it's great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Oh my God. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's awful. That's awful by life. God, that's so
oh
sad.
My God. Yes. Sorry to hear that. That is awful. The trucks in general, I don't know what they do on the main roads. I wish they would be somewhere else.
I don't know. Xenia has this idea in her head that all trucks are just going to become some sort of helicopters. And please don't ask her to go any further because we'll be here for hours with all of her theories on how that's going to work.
Time.
Some other time. Please. I'm begging you all. So you're staying home for Christmas. That you trans Jedi, you read my mind. I thought if I can get this car back, so help me God, it'd be a long time before I go. And I mean, we've done road trips all over the place. And the weird part is we usually go by New Brunswick. And last year we went that way coming back. I had a truck and the bearing went on that. We got stranded. The town where we checked the oil today, Rivière-du-Loup, about 4 hours in the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And that was awful. Got stuck. Cost a lot of money for a truck that I was trying to get rid of. So I'm not going by that way anymore. So it's more scenic, but I don't care. And I didn't like going that way to begin with. Oh, yeah, Tamara. You guys don't need to do this stuff. You don't need to do this stuff.
Magdalene, thank you so much.
You guys are good. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
We're good. Everything is covered. We're not stuck for anything. We don't. We're good. We're good, guy. We just was telling you this because we weren't going to go on tonight because we're exhausted, but just came on to tell you guys that we're alive. We weren't ignoring you guys. Didn't want you to feel that way. I mean, you guys are good to us. We appreciate it. Not just with super chat, but I mean, I know you understand if we're not around, it's for a reason, but. Thank you very much.
And we have super sticker super chat. Super sticker super chat. Super sticker super chat. Super sticker super chat. Hey you, the coverall. Thank you.
You think she'd be tired after all that?
I am.
Pull it off.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Oh, Michigander, man. By the way, I meant to say hi to you a while ago, and thank you so much, the Cobra Roll. Really do appreciate it. Crazy Ann as well. Great to see all you guys. It's nice just to hang out with you for a little bit. Missed you guys a lot. I'm just glad you guys enjoy what we do. I'm glad we have this thing where you guys message out to us and check up on us and that. We're pretty lucky. We really are. We feel the love, Jimmy, Lou, and Andy too. Nothing wrong with feeling a bit of love. That it does everybody.
Yeah,
good.
And thank you for all the messages and wishing the happy Thanksgiving and all of that.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to get into the details, for everybody. So we thought we'll just tell you guys all at once. Once we know what's going on, it was hard to know exactly at the time. So
sometimes just real life, just for all of us, kicks in. That's why we always tell people, they'll come in, they'll say, sorry I wasn't on, this happened or that happened. You never have to apologize, because real life has got to come first. It's got to come first. It really does.
Oh, yeah.
Football Kim, be back. I need a donut. You go get your donut.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat. The heart for Patreon Pirate. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Beyond the Veil Investigations.
Welcome.
Hello
nice
here.
to see you. Nice to see you. How are you doing tonight?
Thank you for sharing. I hope you guys get rest and get this all behind you. Yeah, well, the car has to still be fixed and all of that. I mean, thanks God we're here, and it's going to be a little bit easier, but just a little bit to get through a little bit, and then it's going to be fine, hopefully.
It's like I say, that's why we didn't want to tell anybody when it was going on, because you're normally, you got a lot.
Nomad.
Hey, enough of that already. We're good.
Nomad and Broken for beer and pizza. Well, thank you.
We're good. It's not that we're good.
Thank you so much.
That's actually why we didn't want to go on when it was happening too, because we didn't want to dramatize it. We weren't dead. We would have got things worked out. Just it's hard to sit and do all that when you got it on your mind.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's hard to come on and be positive and put on like a great big everything is just hunky dory.
No, it's hard to do that when it happens. You said right. Life comes first.
See, there's the oil under the car that came out the second time. There's another patch. It's not that it was bone dry. It's just because the job is so big, and I'm not a full mechanic. I've done a bit, here and there. But that second oil pan is most likely where the oh my God, the crankcase goes through. That's most likely what it's for. And you don't want to seize up the engine. It's only leaking when the car was running because it's blowing oil up through it. So it's the pressure one. That's why it's done in aluminum. So what happened to the car? We hit somebody. There was construction going on in this town, a narrow road. It was 2:30 in the morning on our way. We were 600 kilometers then away from home, about 250 to go. And we came up, and a pulp truck on this narrow road was on the other side, his wheels. There's not much room, and they were doing construction. And then a short distance is the guardrail. My God, I talked more French this week than I have in months. Now I'm like in French mode. I'm trying to catch myself. So I had to pull over, and when I did, they never put a manhole cover back on properly. So when I went over, my wheel went down and hit the manhole cover. It came up and went up and struck the manifold, the Y pipe going to the manifold, which drove that up. And there's a nut on the end of it. It hit the secondary, the secondary oil pan and punctured. Skills. Now
thank you so much, skills for a super chat for just because.
You didn't have to do that. You knocked that off, you guys.
Oh, no, Madam Broken says we love you.
Thank you very much, though. We do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Bob. I want to say so.
You guys are so kind and sweet. Taurus AJ, thank you. Hello.
Nomad, we love you too, bud. Like Xenia said, we love, guys. We're all in it together. That's why we always got to say, we got to remember that there's real people behind every channel name, because we're not the only ones going through it. You guys are coming in here by days. You guys have had the exact same thing. Things 10 times worse happen to you than us.
And that's the thing. We sometimes forget that there is that real life, and you never know. Out of 78 people in the chat now, what is going on behind that name? There are 78 stories right there, and you never know. So we got to just keep that in mind. That sometimes, there's things happening behind the scenes that we're not sure about.
Yep.
Just be respectful to each other and treat each other kindly.
If you can take anything from it tonight, that's the best thing. That's always the best thing. Just give everybody the same as you would in the street. If somebody bumps into the shoulder, it's not always worth getting in an argument over. Sometimes people just had a really rough day, and as long as they're not threatening you at knife point, some things are just people having their bad days. Hope for the better for them. Yeah,
be more empathetic, I think, because you never know.
Just smile and nod. That's why I did that a while ago. That Gil said just smile and nod. So I wasn't doing that to interrupt when you were talking about something so deep. So that's
What's your favorite food? Oh, my favorite food is poutine. What is your favorite food? Food.
I don't know. I
Beer right now, probably.
Yeah. That's a hard. Fish and chips, I guess. Real cod, thick cod, Eastern style, beer batter, fish and chips. The real McCoy. Yeah.
Tons of stories to be told from each one of us. Exactly. Because you never know what people are going through, right?
Yeah.
Lost my mom last week. Oh, Michelle. Oh, no.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
So sorry for your loss.
You see, guys? That's what I mean. There's,
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. Hugs to you. I lost my mom a couple of years ago, and I feel you. I'm so sorry. Baby steps, one day at a time.
Deepest condolences.
Yeah. Oh, so sorry to hear that. Lots of love to you guys, and if you need some love in a chat too, lots of love and hugs to you, no matter what is going on in your life. And I hope our live streams, our regular scheduled live streams here, are designed for you to take a break from your life and have that little bit of, forget about everything and just have some fun for whatever time you can spare to be in a live stream. And that's what we do here on our regular ones. And we hope that most of the time it is successful for you, just to keep your real life maybe a little bit out of your mind, even just for a few minutes.
When you were asking about favorite food a while ago, WJ Autoworks said late night sub, wink, wink. I know WJ Autoworks in real life. He has been like a little brother to me, and I'm the first one that ever got him drunk when he was 18, and I got him. I got him in tall water glasses of Canadian Club mixed 60-40, and he was not feeling good. He kind of made his own yellow line in the road, we'll call it. So I fixed him up with a nice greasy submarine sandwich.
Now, guys, say also congratulations to WJ Autoworks is getting married in 2 weeks.
That's right.
And a bachelor party is coming up.
That's right. So
I don't know what is there going to happen. Who knows now? Thank you so much for the super chat. Bryce from New Zealand, because you're awesome. Push Studios. Hashtag I love you.
You guys are awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Do appreciate you guys. Were good. You guys are way too good to us. Octai Dogan, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Knowing you, have just a great guy. So interesting. The history on this guy is amazing. That's what I mean, guys. This is where you really dig into channels. You'll find amazing people like Octai. Great to see you. Beer and Butter says, do you guys ever eat fish and chips with haddock? So good too. It is very good with haddock. Haddock is amazing. I just said with the real with cod because that's what I grew up on too. Before they stopped allowing the fishing, I grew up in that coastal area, so I guess it's just kind of memory.
Sam's World says, Puša Studios, the great escape. You guys always make me smile every time. Thank you.
Well, it's a two-way street.
That is awesome.
You guys do that for us a lot too. You got to realize that how important you guys are, and not just that. To any live stream, guys, it's the audience in the end that makes it what it is. We've always said it for a reason because it's true.
Yep.
There's no way around it. You could do all the things in the world, but it's the audience that makes it what it is.
Trans Jedi says, look on the bright side. Next year you can do a live walking Thanksgiving show with fish and chips. Imagine walking on the side of the road just all 800 kilometers.
I love that.
Eating fish and chips all throughout the road.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah.
Oh my.
Now that I could go for. That I could do. I'll walk for fish and chips. I'll walk to the ends of time.
White Tiger Unplugged, hello and welcome here.
Welcome.
Social Wreck Urbex, hello and welcome here too.
Great to see all of you. It's a pleasure to have you all. We're not doing the usual show tonight. We weren't even going to come on tonight. We just got home a little while ago. We've been gone since last Thursday, but wanted to give you guys an update on what's been going on and why we haven't been on as much, and just to let you know that we're still alive, we're still here. And if you're new here, we're just sharing our epic fail story from the weekend. Yes. Epic life fail story from the weekend. If you want to hear that, I got to rewind it a little bit back. Life with Liz says, such a great escape when I'm supposed to be cleaning. Well, if we've done that for you, I'm happy because I don't clean. I'm not even going to try to because Xenia's going to say, she's going to roll her eyes and I am cleaning. I'm thoroughly enjoying Clean With Me channels lately. Yeah. They motivate me a lot. Watching mostly, but I hope jump into it soon too.
You can even have some hobo sticks.
Yes. Now you're talking. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. There's a... you don't know that... I thought hoboing was done and over with. Did you guys ever go and look it up on YouTube? There's like tons of channels just dedicated to being like hobo life.
Oh, yeah. My goodness. Social Wreck Urbex. Love the name of the channel. Welcome here. And White Tiger Unplugged. Love your banner. Spectacular. Big boons. I can run Gill Skills. The rest of stream has a big... Oh, yes. I'm gonna look it up after. Quento, thank you for reminding me. And Quento PA Moore. Hello, how are you? I'm Muggy Homestead Adventures. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Hope it was better than ours.
Quento Paul Moore, great to see you. Drone Evolution NYC. Salvatore Vinciaguerra, what's going on? Great to see you. Guys, if you have not hit the like button, though, please do. It really does help out a lot. Like I say, this is something just very informal, as you can tell by the... Oh, as a side note, thank God my sister was down there. She's coming back tomorrow. Because I was so sick and everything that went on, I never got to do all the work I wanted to do. What did I bring down? We have a portable... it's like a portable server, and I have 4 of our hard drives in there with all kinds of work. And yes, of course, the Pusa Studios stuff's all on there. They're 4 terabyte hard drives. We got more here, but for that, we take down with us. I left it at my parents' house, 850 kilometers away.
Yep.
It would have cost a small fortune to ship it here in Canada, probably about $700.
Oh, and what condition it would arrive?
Oh, yeah,
the question
exactly.
would be all the hard drives.
So just by the grace of whatever above was watching us, my sister only leaves in the morning, so she's able to bring it with her. She just lives not very far from us, about 20 minutes, so I'll be able to go get that tomorrow. Thank God, and then some, so...
Yeah, so, well, you know, when it pours, it rains. That's very true. Poutine is the best. Yes, right? I didn't even get, we didn't do all of the things that we, I think this is the first time we didn't get Dixie Lee when we were home.
That's true.
Yeah.
Carp DMRV style. You take care. Great to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by and appreciate the well wishes. That's very kind of you. Ryan Griffin, how are you? Great to see you. Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see all you folks in here.
Get the loss adjuster to bring them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe finally they would send one from there. Oh my God.
See, this is why we missed you guys.
Yeah, you definitely brighten our day as well. Yeah. Carpe Diem RV style. Thank you so much for being here. The Art of Handmade Dolls and Stuff. Hello, how have you been?
Welcome. Great to see
you. Good time. Oh, no, you're sick. Oh, well, I hope you feel better soon. Good to see you here.
Yes, take care. My appendix is acting up and it may have...
Hugs to you. Yes. Yeah.
Wishing you all the best. Oh, that is awful. Let's see here. Angelite Art, how are you? Oh my God, a little more to 11K. Yeah, we're getting there.
A little bit. Todd, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the well wishes and all the good thoughts. Thank you so much. We're going to be back to our regular programming.
Patrick Hollett, how are you? Great to see you. So what was on the menu for Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, we had turkey, and we had potatoes and gravy and cranberry sauce, and we had a apple butternut squash and a raisin kind of side dish, and we had some vegetables with it, and we had an apple cheesecake. To die for. An apple cheesecake was so good. Was so good. There's always seconds for Thanksgiving, and now I'm craving turkey like crazy.
Have a good night, Crazy Cannon. Be well, and thank you so much for coming. Bears and Butter says if you didn't return, we would have raised money to send a search party out to look for you guys. You guys are just too much, I swear to God. Oh, Angelite Art, our Wi-Fi just got cut off. Now using mobile data.
Oh no! Oh.
Hope you get it back soon.
Hope it goes back. Yes.
Road Venture, by the way. Hope you're doing fantastic.
We should go back and curse the pothole and throw tomatoes at it.
Yeah.
Imagine the sight. That would be something.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody would stop, probably. They would think maybe it's a normal thing. I don't know. One word, food porn. Yeah. My mother-in-law is amazing cook. She was a cook in a salmon cottage. Yeah. And for years and years, she retired 6 years ago. But she's phenomenal cook. And oh, my God, it's so good. Every time I go there, I eat so much. Like, I got to go on a diet after I come back here because it's just so good. And Texas Made Food, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for everything. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. It's really, guys, it's so good to see you. We go live 6 times a week, sometimes more. And we constantly, are talking with one or the other. You guys are always there around us and a huge part of our lives. So when we don't get to be live and don't get to communicate with you as much, definitely we feel like missing a part of ourselves because it has become such a crucial part of us, right? Being live all the time, it is a constant interaction with you on a daily basis. Even when you don't get to be here yourself every day, we're just glad to see you when you can say hi.
Here's this is just shown on my phone, but here you go. There's a little shot of this morning, though. If there's any upside, that was this morning. That was the fall colors out by this lake we pass every time. It's a huge lake. That's just one part of it.
I posted a picture on our community post that talks about.
Oh, you did this one already?
Well, it's the same. Yeah. It's just.
I didn't know. Okay, well, there you go. See, that's how busy. I did not even know that. There you go.
I posted a picture on community posted on Twitter with that picture, so you can check it out. Our community post. And life is what happens when you're busy making YouTube.
The Culver Roll says, everyone gets to eat turkey because we sent pilgrims. We don't get any. Man, the UK got gypped.
I know.
The traveling shintas this week hasn't been the same without you.
Thank you. There's 2 places that serve poutine here that I'm going to have to find. Definitely. And hot chicken sauce is the best, not barbecue sauce if you have a choice.
Golden Kea, how are you? Hope you're doing fantastic. Great to see you. With your luck, I think you should let your wife spin the wheel tomorrow just in case you break it.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh my God! Oh my.
I think that was a hint on asking a question. Is there gonna be a wheel tomorrow?
Honestly, guys, I just gotta find out in the morning first because I'm gonna have to bring the car in right away. I'm hoping I actually do, and if not, we're just gonna reschedule things as we go. We'll work something out. Just bear with us. It's kind of hard to make plans right now for the next couple of days. It's gonna be maybe a little loose, but just. If you guys don't have us on Twitter, please do, because we'll keep you updated as much on there. I'm not saying we're not doing them. We just don't know where we're placing things.
Yeah, so depending if we are home, if Andrew is at home at the time or the car has to be fixed. But definitely ring that bell and remember to activate it on your mobile too, because if you deactivate it on mobile, you're not going to receive it at all. So... so then you'll know when we go live. I'm definitely looking forward. Missing the wheel, and I must even say I'm missing that horn. A little bit. Tiny bit.
A little bit of horn. It doesn't hurt anybody.
So yeah, look out for that notification and follow us on Twitter. We're definitely tweeting it out when we go live. Life is still there. We gotta fix that car up. If she spins the wheel, he has to do the super chat claps.
Yeah. None of you want to see that. That I can guarantee you.
I'm pretty sure they do.
It will not have the gusto.
Road Venture, hello. So good to see you guys.
Yeah. So, guys, we're going to head out in a couple of minutes. We'll start. Elsa fan, how are you? Great to see you.
Oh, it was your birthday, wasn't it, on Saturday? I think it was your birthday, 15th birthday. So, happy birthday to you.
Today is National Cutoff Day.
Well, I wasn't talking almost all throughout the weekend.
Yep.
So
you heard her, Bob. You heard her.
Yeah.
So you can make sure to timestamp this one so we can go back to it.
Timestamp that one in the comments down below.
Wakey RC, by the way, glad to hear everything worked out. Got to go later. Thank you so much for coming, my friend. Hope you have a great day today. Much love to you. Always great to see you. Happiness is homemade. Look at all the great channels in here, guys. Really do appreciate Pusa, no worry. You do what you have to do in your life. And that's it, guys. I mean, and that's why we always tell you guys as well. When something comes up, we understand. We're all humans here. That's the way it goes. We're going to work around it. We always do. We always find a way to make it work. And
lots of life, yeah.
We're lucky that we have great people that understand that. Really are. I'm doing good. Just woke up from my nap.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I am planning a nap after this.
Oh, I'm planning more than a nap after. Planning sleep. Long sleep. Long sleep. We were exhausted and tired, and
we'll get through it. We'll get through it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. If you guys can just hit the like, if you haven't already, it really does help out a lot. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for coming in. There was no rhyme or reason we just threw it together. So like I say, the thumbnail, you can tell that my templates are on one of the hard drives with my sister. Xenia could have done them on Canva, in all truth, but it was just great to see you guys. Much love to you all. Thank you for caring. Thank you for all the nice wishes and that. That was the main thing we wanted to tell you guys. We never had a chance to apply much because it was busy, but please don't ever think that your comments aren't appreciated. They really actually do. Because, you kind of scroll through your phone as they come through in notifications. And every now and then I get them, or I go back and look waiting at the garage or on the insurance, trying to keep my blood pressure semi-down. They do help. They do mean a lot. You guys are really awesome. Decon's Universe, thank you so much. We're good, guys. Don't worry about us. We're fine. We're back. The main thing is now we can get the car fixed and everything is good. That's what I just keep telling myself. That's what.
Yeah. Just keep saying it to yourself.
Yeah. We're gonna be fine, and I want you guys all to be fine as well. I want you to be good, and thank you so much for coming tonight. You guys really, really are awesome. Octai, always great to have you in, my friend. Lucas, all of you guys, every one of you in here, thank you so much. We'll see you guys very soon. Take care of yourselves, okay? Sorry, tonight we look a little rough and not on for so long, but it was really good to hang out with you guys for a little bit. I hope you know that. Thank you for doing that with us.
See you soon.
Take care. Bye now. Now you see how badly everything is set up. I'm supposed to be gone right now, but of course I went and clicked on the wrong thing. And I do that sometimes too in regular shows. So it's not always just because of, a horrible weekend or anything, I'll make a mistake like that. But that one was interesting. Now, let's see how this goes this time, all right? Dream sequence, Scooby-Doo. Take care, guys.